In evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up with Derek Carr and the Oakland Raiders. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. This will be taken short, and he is out of bounds here on the return.
First and 10. He steps out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Fight on these two. Fight on these two. Go on, Eddie. Here we go, T. Here I come. Here I come. Watch out. Watch out. Watch out. Watch out. Attack. Attack.
Mahomes now on first down. And Mahomes is going to go down in the end zone, and that is going to be a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here, a safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Carr and the Raiders come up first and 10 at their own 23. Throwing now is Carr. Being chased out left, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Emmanuel Ogbah. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
Now a first carry for Donnell Pumphrey, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. On play action, now Carr. Emmanuel Ogbah able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Now this is where field awareness comes into play. He's getting perilously close to his own goal line, and after that sack, backed up to his own 2.
Watch out for him on the return. It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over. Now a man who really came on late last year, it's Damian Williams. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. Well, with Damian Williams, it's notable that the Chiefs didn't make a play to go after a big-time running back in the offseason. The coaching staff said back in May they didn't want running back by committee. They trusted Williams to be their starter. You remember last year he was full. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Damian Williams, his 6th touchdown of the season, and the Chiefs have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle, and the lead is up to 5. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Yeah, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. The first carry now for Doug Martin. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Express! Rush in! Rush in! Rush in! Express! That's it!
They'll run here with Pumphrey. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially, no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs.
694! Hey, 2! 53, check 53. Big stop, D. Big stop, let's go.
From the gun, it's Carr. And Wilson has it. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 31-yard line.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 32-yard line.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Check 4, check 4. 49, check 4. OP.
It's Pumphrey on the toss. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. The Raiders with the football here to begin quarter number 2. They're in the midst of a nice drive, but facing a 3rd and long here. To throw, it's Carr. And he's got Gresham. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Now, 180. Hey, we're good. 180.
They'll run for it with Martin. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
No. Check. Fresh down.
Now a toss play. This is Pumphrey. And the Chiefs D closes in on him again, and they drop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And once again, the Raiders are back out in front. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, ready to kick. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
On play action, it's Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
From the 35 on second down, Mahomes flushed out right. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. Mahomes can sling it, but the feet are nimble too as he scrambles for a first down. When plays break down, that's normally when Mahomes is at his best throwing the football, but as we saw, he can run it too. Last year, 60 carries, 272 yards, great elusiveness and speed, and the Chiefs obviously don't want him to be a running quarterback, but if he sees an angle like he did there, any opening, he has the ability to take it and run. Now a first down carry, it's Williams. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. Tyre Whitehead, top 10 in tackles last year, up to make the play. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Steps away to his left. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 24-yard line. Kelce, such a valuable part of this offense. Made the Pro Bowl the last 4 seasons. 2018 being the most productive when he went over 1,300 yards, 10 touchdowns, and a great relationship between he and Pat Mahomes off the field. Very good friends, attended a bunch of high-profile sporting events together in the offseason, and that chemistry, it certainly shows on the field. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and have...
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Damian Williams. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Chiefs are once again going to retake the lead. Extra point safely through, and the lead is up to 5. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Hey, box truck. It's spread. Check one, later one. 15, check right 15. What we got?
Working from the gun, it's Carr. Dancing to his left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
93, bravo. Express. 15, express.
On 3rd and long, it's Carr. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now, give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Now Mahomes. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead, and that is incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
And he'll try and hurry the kick, gets it away, but it's not looking that great. Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Hey, back up.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5.
Hey, 734. Stay. Orbit.
shotgun now for Carr. Forced out to his left. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Thrown to the sideline and incomplete. Brings up second down and 5 yards to go.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
Watch later, two. Check it back. Express. 53. Mike. Cut. Check. 53's Mike. Check. 50. Later, 9.
Now a play fake. Carr. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5.
Express.
Operating from the gun. Carr. He gets it to Brown. Complete. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
At the 23-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Looking back to Cooper's numbers from last year after that trade, he ended up playing 9 games with the Cowboys in 2018. 725 yards, 6 scores. Also had the 100-yard game in the playoffs against the Rams. And if you add up the numbers between the two teams last year, he was over 1,000 for the 3rd time in 4 NFL seasons. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a first down.
First down, Raiders.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
We got right coming. Watch out. Watch the curl.
Back to the ground. This time it's Martin. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the Chiefs' 34-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, we're good.
They run with Pumphrey. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
Monday, down. 180. I'm trying to collect.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
I'm gonna run you over. Check. Look at me. Go. Now.
And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have as they get it behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down.
Hey. 50's the mic. 50's the mic. Hey, what? Mike's 50. Hey, tighten down.
Now this time, Carl throw. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4.
Down. 185. Check. No. Get the ball.
They'll run. Martin. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Doug Martin. His 3rd touchdown now on the year as his guys are able to regain the lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
Good one, boy. Let's go.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
At the 25-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Hey, watch the slant. Mike's back forward.
Working from the gun, Mahomes escaping the pressure right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, throwing back across his body. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick, and he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Here we go. 8, read. I'm coming after you. 36. Go, go. You ain't doing nothing. Hey, Jet, shoot.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A loss of 2 there. Second down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now this time he'll look to throw. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
They're on to the second half now down in Miami. And the Dolphins thinking upset. They lead in that game. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here.
7:34. Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6. 59's Mike. 59's Mike. Check, 59. We ain't giving up.
Throwing his car on 3rd down. They'll get nothing out of the completion there, and it leads to a 4th down.
That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. Last season for Carlson, bit of a strange rookie year. Won the Vikings job, then was let go week 2 after going 0 for 3, but he picked things back up.
Remember, he was drafted to cure their kicking woes, and he ends up going 0 for 3 against Green Bay, including the potential game winner. Gets cut, picked up by the Raiders, 16 for 17 the rest of the season. I'd say at the end of the year, a pretty good success story.
We're back now in KC. It's the Chiefs with a football, but with work to do on the scoreboard. They trail as we start quarter number 4. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Carl Joseph. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
I'm not sure I'm absolutely crazy about that play call there. I mean, it's only a one-score game, so is it really time to go bombs away and try and make a big play? I think you can take some underneath stuff and still move it downfield.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. For these Raiders and quarterback Derek Carr, the Chiefs, they have been their kryptonite in the AFC West. With Derek Carr as a starter, just 2-8 against KC, 2-6 before Mahomes became the starter. Well, the road not likely to get any easier anytime soon. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Now Carr going left on the option. They'll run again with Pumphrey. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. This will be caught inside the 10. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Here's Jacobs. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. They'll try and run this. It's Pumphrey. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great play there. With touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is
Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game at this stage in the 4th. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
He'll get 8 on the keeper there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. 1st down, 4th quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back. But 8 yards on 1st down puts them back on their heels.
On 2nd down, it's Martin. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, Anthony Hitchens, there on the stop. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he gets the 1st down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
And the Raider 1st down.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They run, Martin. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Doug Martin with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Raiders take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. On first down, Mahomes. Flush to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The product of Jersey City, Tahir Whitehead on the sack. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes. No, he almost had it. Already with one interception, just missing his second there. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
KC last year on fourth down, 12 of 15. Third best in the league, and they're going again.
Yellow. Right there. 54, right there, right there.
Mahomes throwing on fourth. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Monday, down. 180. Check, 59. Let him know, let him know. Let him know, let him know.
And Gresham has it left side. Oh, fighting off the defender. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Jermaine Gresham, his second touchdown on the season. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. To the right side, it's Kelsey. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. Buying time to his left. He's going to let it. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. The Pro Bowler Tyreek Hill, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
I don't need to. Let's go, Louie. Watch 54. And here we go. Watch the pass.
One final try from Mahomes. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Raiders, the win gets them back to 500 at 6-6 on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, it was a win they needed to turn the season around, but instead they fall to 5-7. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.